young, and the Restless spoilers full. Oh my God, besties, welcome back to our channel on this absolutely chaotic day, and I am literally recording this from the floor of my closet because I need a safe space to process what just happened. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. I am genuinely hyperventilating right now. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. I was mid skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug because I literally had to yeet my phone across the room when the final scene dropped. We are not just watching The Young and the Restless today. We are invested. We are traumatized. We are fundamentally altered as human beings. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this plotline. If you haven't seen the latest episode, you need to go watch it, but also don't, because you will need therapy. Basically, the stakes are astronomical, and I am spiraling over these choices like these people are my real life neighbors and my actual family is on the line. I cannot even wait. Backtrack for a second. I missed a step. We have to talk about Nikki Newman. Bestie, be for real right now. We've all been watching her for weeks complaining about these severe headaches, right? And she has been straight up gaslighting everyone, including herself, saying it's just her MS acting up, which is honestly so unhinged because Victoria has been practically begging her to see a doctor. Victoria is out here looking like she hasn't slept since 2015, pleading with her mother to just go to the hospital. But no, Nikki is stubborn. She's Nikki Newman. She's basically invincible in her own mind. She's survived everything: cults, kidnappings, Diane Jenkins. So she thinks she can just sleep off a brain anomaly. But then, out of nowhere, her health genuinely just plummets. I mean, it is a rapid, terrifying, catastrophic decline. One minute she's standing there giving someone a signature Newman glare, and the next it's a full-blown medical emergency. The cinematic mayhem of this scene, you guys. The camera angles, the dramatic lighting, the sheer panic in the Newman house, it was giving high-octane psychological masterpiece. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Victor has been so distracted with his unhinged Matt Clark espionage plot, and don't even get me started on the vibes of him putting Matt on the ranch. Sharon is officially on my do not perceive list because of how much they are torturing her. Did I say that yet? Ah, my brain is mush. Moving on, but Victor finally realizes that his wife is literally dying. Nikki needs emergency surgery, not just a little procedure, not a quick fix, but a massive, life or death, incredibly complex surgical intervention. And here is the absolute kicker, the twist that had me screaming into my pillow. There is not a single doctor in Genoa City qualified to perform this specific, insanely complicated surgery. Legit, nobody. The entire hospital staff at Memorial is basically standing around looking at their clipboards like, sorry, Mr. Newman, we can't do it. If she doesn't get this surgery, she is going to die. But if they do the surgery, she actually has a chance to survive. The stakes are literally astronomical. Wait, I'm glitching. Did you guys hear that? I swear my neighbor's dog is howling at the exact pitch of my anxiety right now. Or maybe it's just the wind, or maybe the universe is mourning Nikki Newman. The aesthetic of my room is currently panic attack chic with all these LED lights flashing because I accidentally sat on my remote while I was throwing a tantrum. Okay, wait, back to the main event. Let my brain buffer for a second. Okay, we are back. So, Victor Newman, the mustache, the man who straight up controls the weather in Genoa City and uses people like chess pieces. We have seen him do the most diabolical things recently, right? Scheming with Diane, destroying Jack, manipulating Phyllis with AI. But in this moment, he is completely broken. I have never seen Victor like this in my entire life. He is stripped of all his arrogance, all his power, and he is desperate. And who does he have to turn to? Who is the only person in the tri-state area with the surgical genius, the God-tier hands, to pull off this impossible miracle? Nate Hastings. Yes, you heard me. Nate, I quit medicine to wear tailored suits and play corporate shark Hastings. I am legit crying real tears just thinking about it. Wait, we genuinely need to pause and talk about the gravity of Victor and Nikki's relationship. Bestie, be for real right now. They are the super couple. They have been married, divorced, remarried, fought wars against each other, and yet, at the end of the day, Victor's entire universe revolves around that woman. Seeing him standing in that sterile hospital corridor, looking completely shattered, it actually broke me. This is the man who usually barks orders and threatens to destroy people's companies if they look at him wrong. And right now, he is a terrified husband who is watching his world collapse. The vulnerability is straight up jarring. It makes the fact that he is putting her life in Nate's hands even more insane. He is trusting the one guy who walked away from medicine because of a violent trauma. The trust fall of the century, honestly. Let's do a deep dive here because my brain is buffering from the sheer audacity of this. Nate used to be a brilliant surgeon, right? He was the prodigy, the golden boy of the hospital. But he had that massive incident. We all remember the horrific fight with Devon, the hand injury, the trauma that completely shattered his confidence in his career. He walked away. He quit. He traded his scrubs for boardrooms, podcasts, and corporate takeovers at Chancellor Winters, and basically swore he would never operate again. He has been out of the game dealing with all this new family drama with Malcolm and Stephanie and his secret brother Holden. And now Victor Newman is standing in front of him begging. Victor Newman does not beg. He demands. He threatens. He buys hospitals to get his way. But here, he is pleading for the life of the woman he loves. It was so raw, so unfiltered. I felt like I was intruding on a deeply private moment. Victor is basically saying, "You are the only one, Nate. Please save my wife. I am so unwell." And Nate, oh my God, Nate's face, you could see the absolute war going on in his mind. The PTSD of his past medical career is flashing before his eyes. The fear of his hand freezing up mid-surgery, the terrifying reality that if he messes this up, he will be the man who killed Nikki Newman. Victor Newman would legitimately end his entire bloodline if Nikki died on that table. The pressure is straight up suffocating. I was gripping the edge of my desk so hard my knuckles were white. Nate is staring at Victor, and you can see him weighing his entire existence. He knows it's a crazy, reckless, absolutely insane idea. It is the definition of a dumpster fire waiting to happen. He hasn't held a scalpel in a high-stakes environment in forever. But he also knows he took an oath. He is a doctor at his core, and he can't just let Nikki die when he knows he has the skill to save her. But then, you guys, the climax of the episode, the moment that actually altered my brain chemistry forever. Nate agrees. He looks Victor in the eye, his jaw clenches, and he says yes. And then we get the most iconic, slow motion, cinematic sequence of the decade. Nate Hastings putting on the scrubs, the blue scrubs, the snap of the surgical gloves, the intense sterile lighting of the hospital hallway washing over him. I am literally hyperventilating right now, just replaying it in my head. He is stepping back into his calling, facing his biggest demons to save the matriarch of Genoa City. It was giving superhero origin story mixed with a high-stakes medical thriller, and I am totally living for it. The music swelled, the camera zoomed in on his intense stare, and I genuinely felt my heart stop. And don't even get me started on the vibes in the operating room prep area. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a scalpel. You have all these other doctors who basically just admitted they are not good enough to save Nikki, standing around watching Nate scrub in. The side eye, the silent judgment. They are all probably thinking, is he really going to do this? And Nate is just zoning them out, getting into the zone. You can see him shaking off the corporate executive persona and letting the brilliant surgeon take over. The sheer psychological fortitude it takes to do that, mind-blowing. I was mid-skincare when this happened, and I literally froze with my hands on my face. I am officially a Nate Hastings Stan account now. I'm calling it right now. The villain arc is about to go nuclear if this goes wrong, but I am also manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update because this is Genoa City and nothing ever goes smoothly. What if his hand cramps while he's operating on her brain? What if Victor tries to micromanage the surgery from the observation gallery and starts screaming through the intercom? What if someone unplugs the machine? My grip on reality is slipping, bestie. This situation is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. I am going to need to watch that scrub-in scene at least 40 more times before I can even function as a member of society. I am physically exhausted from caring this much. We are spiraling, we are crying, we are praying for Nikki, and we are bowing down to Dr. Nate Hastings making the most epic comeback in soap opera history. They are officially on my do not perceive list if they drag this out for 3 weeks without telling us if she survives. I am so done with the suspense, but also I want more of it immediately. Did I mention how good Nate looked in those scrubs? Because, honestly, corporate Nate is fine, but Surgeon Nate is an absolute menace in the best way possible. I am genuinely unwell. Let me know in the comments if you are also deceased, because I cannot go through this alone. I need my support group. Okay, I'm going to go drink a gallon of water and stare at a wall until tomorrow's episode. Bye.